people that are thinking far in the future. Perth in Scotland. We'll just get off the patriarchy, but I don't want because then we'll end up talking about that for an hour.
I know, I know, I know. I can't wait though. I can't fucking wait.
Drone Tech flagged this up earlier. The
Go on.
BBC said vile racist stickers placed in Perth in Scotland. Scotland's Deputy First Minister has condemned the appearance of stickers bearing the slogan "It's okay to be white" in Perth city centre. Now, as I said to John, I understand that some far-right groups may have co-opted this phrase, but in and of itself, what's wrong with that phrase?
No,
Because it is all right, isn't it?
Yeah, surely it is. Is it not? Did I miss something?
I think it's okay. I think it's okay to be whatever colour you happen to be born, because it's not a choice. You know.
This is, when they talk about the left not being able to meme, it doesn't mean that every single left-leaning person can't do a meme. Obviously, they can.
That was also proven wrong when Gab tried to meme the other week about porn.
I know. Well, yeah,
shocking.
but there's plenty of people on the right that can't meme as well. But what it says is the left is incapable of producing something at the level of "it's okay to be white."
Yeah.
They can't come close to that. That is genuinely a meme. It is phenomenal because it means because you just straight away creates it. The second that thing appeared, and it was the same thing. It was universities, people putting posters up, wearing T-shirts. It just ignited it, and people are calling it racist. And what it does is it exposes their own prejudices. It exposes the fact that actually they do hate white people, which is for some reason really common at universities at the moment. Even with white people, they're like, yeah, white people are such a problem and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, are you insane, dude? Are you absolutely fucking insane? You can't talk about a whole skin color as if it's one whole thing. It's fucking madness. In fact, the perfect example is this. Have you seen that lady, the Oxford professor? And she's straight away with like they said, Labour have lost the heartlands, and she just said, well, heartlands is just another way of saying white, as if it's bad that white people have voted for one party or the other. It says everything about fucking Labour, in terms of their mindset at the moment. Like, well, white people should vote for us, but not because they not for any reason other than that they're ashamed of themselves and they want to, sort of right historical wrongs or some bollocks like that.
Well, I hate to point it out to these people, but just looking at the landslide which the Tories achieved, I'm going to go out on a limb and say quite a lot of black people voted Tory as well, and Asian people and all kinds of people, because they won a lot. But of course, the opposition say they didn't. Most people voted for a Remain party, blah, 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 blah. They're trying to get it round to the point where they didn't actually lose, as if it's the American elections and it was just the collegiate vote. It's like,
yeah,
he won by 80 seats. Well, we don't want this first past the post system. It's like, yeah, but you did want it when it kept Nigel Farage out.
I'm already seeing that shit about popular vote as well, and it's like, wait, he won the popular vote by 3 million.
We only have a popular vote here,
and then I mean, technically, you could, if it was close, and if certain people voted, technically you could lose. I mean, it's very unlikely. You could lose the popular vote and still get in power, but they're saying that Boris lost the popular vote because they're adding up all the other parties and going, see, and it's like, no, what are you talking about, man? That's not how popular vote works.
Well, they're all asking now for proportional representation. Incidentally, something we had a referendum about and voted against.
Yeah.
Just to put this into perspective. And also, proportional representation, how much would you fucking love that when it gives you Tommy Robinson MP? Because that's what you could very easily end up with. Yeah, yeah. It's just normal bullshit, whinging and moaning, watching Aaron Bastiani and Owen Jones raking over the coals and looking for excuses. The fact is, Labour was shit. Labour had a bullshit manifesto that was unachievable and just promising everything, and they were anti-Brexit. That's it. It's finished. Now we've got 10 years of Boris Johnson.
No, don't say it like that. I'm drifting now. I'm getting the hangover from the hilarity. It was like, yes, You know, because ultimately identity politics at the level, I mean, obviously it exists in the Tories a lot, you know, but at the level it was at in Labour, I am over the moon that it's been rejected by the country. I really, really am. I'm
Sorry, I
glad
just
that
got to
there's
say, Feldbrig's video said we didn't have a referendum on proportional representation. It was a Frankenstein system. It was, wasn't it? It was an electoral reform. But proportional representation would not give these people what they want. No matter what they claim, they'd end up with a load of shit they didn't want.
yeah, wasn't it the transferable vote thing or whatever? But still, I mean, even when they're looking at the numbers for PR with this election, which it wouldn't have been the same, but just what we've got right now, the Tories still would have won. You
Yeah.
know, there just would have been a few more fringe parties. Oh, Jess Phillips. God, I hope they get Jess Phillips in as leader of the Labour Party. That would be the nail in the coffin of intersexual bigotry, and I would be so very happy. So happy. Do you know? Have you seen Finland's new leader, Sanna Marin?
Yes.
Have you
Yes,
seen
I
her?
have. Yes.
I just thought of the patriarchy party again. Then and I thought because someone called her described her as a sales girl, didn't they? Um, Estonia's president. I've got it up here. But you know what, man? I'd fucking vote for her in a heartbeat. No wonder she won. She's all right.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, you know, there's no way around it. If Labour just got like someone off fucking, I don't know, I don't know what Love Island.
Yeah. Or
It's like,
Holly Willy Booby.
yeah, is our new leader? Hasn't she got smashing tits? Pick up a
Yeah.
lot more. I know people like to think we live in enlightened times. We don't. We don't.
As her popularity's going up, you know, there'd be a few of the woke crew popping their heads up going, isn't this a bit misogynistic? And they'd just be beaten down. Shut the fuck up, dickhead!
Unlike that woman Owen Jones splashed all over his social media that said we'll suck dick for socialism.
I know, but it's okay when we do it, Aiden. It's okay when we do it. That's the thing. That's the mantra. Fucking scumbags.
You couldn't imagine Boris bringing out a lady.
But that's the thing.
We'll suck cock for conservative.
Boris had that, you know, like that whole thing about like, oh, all his girlfriends and his kids everywhere and his mistress and stuff. So, but the unintended consequences of all that was it gave, you know, probably undeservedly, a bit of a cheeky, chappy vibe about him and stuff, which I don't think hurt. You know, people thought, I did you see the focus groups that were running? I think Channel 4 put the videos out of it, and they were saying, you know, Boris, and they all started giggling about him. They would, and the person was very seriously saying, well, what about, you know, the accusations that he's got several children? They were all literally laughing about it.
But what business of
like,
anybody's
you know,
is it?
yeah, well, that's
What's
kind
that
of
got
the
to do
thing.
with anything?
And the thing is, another politician could have done exactly the same thing and be reviled for it. But he's just managed to catch the right groove there, hasn't he? It's a very difficult thing to do.
Well, someone mentioned Count Dankula there. Unfortunately.